morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to door number 16 of the Hallmark of Greatness Advent. I'm Anthony Burke, and with me again are Joe Higgins.
Jumbo.
And Craig Lowe.
Howdy, partners. That one.
I reckon he's done that before.
Yes, we have.
Door number 16. Door number 16 is Jingle, Jangle. Jeronicus, a toy maker, is shattered after his assistant steals his book of ideas and a unique matador doll. He loses his will to create new toys until years later when his granddaughter visits him.
Tale as old as time.
That was it, by the way. That's the synopsis. I just saw it as very, very depressed man after his wife dies just gives up.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that the toy going missing wasn't the main issue. It was the fact that his wife died. It was I will become sad Forrest Whitaker now.
He seemed a little bit annoyed that the guy stole his inventions, but it was just the depressiveness of his wife dying.
Yeah, this apparently was it last year's big Netflix production?
This is Netflix threw all the monies at this one. This was the big deal last Christmas.
And I don't know whether it's just not for us, but
I don't think it's not for us. I think there's a core of a great idea here. The story's all right. It looks nice.
Looks beautiful.
The main problem with this is
they watched The Greatest Showman before it.
Yeah, they didn't put the time into actually create memorable songs for a musical. What's the point? Just don't make it a musical. Cut all the songs out. Save us about 20 minutes.
It was bizarre,
it makes it an hour and a half
because the first 20 minutes, must have been about 6 or 7 songs.
It was loads, yeah.
And then it just slowly died off of songs, and then by the end of it, there was barely anything.
They ran out of ideas. I mean, you can't have a sing-along when you're creeping around a factory. Well, you could, actually. Creeping in a factory. Yeah, it works. So it doesn't have to be that. That's just an idea. We can workshop it. But, yeah, from the big opening number and the big jazzmatazz and all that, to then now, it was
Now it's just very nice-looking, boring film.
Yeah. Keegan-Michael Key didn't do his Andre 3000, which really upset me.
As
it's going to be in a musical.
The toy was called Buddy 3000.
Yeah.
The jokes are there, aren't they? It follows the story of what's he called? Jiminy Jangles.
Jeronicus
Jangle.
No one's called Jeronicus. I'm sorry.
Mr. Jangle is.
Mr. Bojangles.
Come back and dance
with the old soft shoe. Nobody knows. No, the point is, right, even with a shit musical, you need one banging song in there, like I said this afternoon.
Yeah.
And with this, you don't have any.
Yeah.
There's not one of these that I went...
single one.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to the soundtrack of it. Even Cats has got a few.
Joe, you watched Cats 3 times at the cinema. Don't pretend like you don't like it.
Jellicle cats, jellicle cats. Jellicle cats. Yeah.
We're going to have to blank that out now, because that's copyright.
Yeah, copyright strike from fuckface Weber. Yeah,
Weber's running to come and get you now.
It's fine. If he didn't sue over that film, he's not going to sue over my fat face, is he? Yeah, it's the story of Geronimo Jangles. Geronimo Jangles.
Jimmy Jangles.
Who is a inventor of clockwork toys, because it's oldie worldy.
Is it oldie worldy?
Unspecified steampunk times.
Yes, to be fair.
It's future steampunk times.
Yeah.
And he is the best toy designer in town. He takes on an apprentice played by Andre 3000.
Yeah.
Whose name, Gestapo or something, is he called? It's not called Gestapo, because that wouldn't fly, would it? What's he called?
Gustavio? Oh.
Yeah, Gustafsson.
Yeah.
Gustafsson. Gestapo. Who he gets a special thing, like a little Five Alive Johnny, short circuit
strike a lightning in a can,
and he uses that to infuse a little sort of Spanish bullfighting doll
played by
everyone's favorite Spanish Latin heartthrob
of the
90s, Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin.
We both went when we were watching, going, "Is that Ricky Martin?" Yeah, straight away. He's very, very who is annoyed that he's going to be mass-produced because he wants to be unique. He persuades Gustafsson to steal the big book of
the
designs.
Toy. The toy of Ricky Martin comes to actual life.
Oh yeah, he's alive. He's capable of independent thought.
We are creating life in this clockwork cog world.
In this godless universe.
Whilst he is a toy, it's like Woody or whatever.
He's sentient. Well, he's not like Woody because he can interact with real people, whereas Woody has to fall asleep, doesn't he?
Technically, he's more like the villain from Toy Story 3 that's just got a good and bad switch in his back, as we find out towards the end.
Oh, you see your doll set to evil. Yeah. The doll is also cursed. Yeah. Yeah, he is alive. He's capable of independent thought and free thinking, and fears for his own mortality at one point. So I don't know what that was he put in him, but I didn't like it. He persuades him to steal the big book of inventions. He fucks off.
He persuades the young apprentice.
He persuades
young apprentice is getting frustrated because
he's trying to build a whirly-go-round or something.
Yeah, and he's not getting the help that he wants because Jeronicus is all
Jabba the Hutt Jangles. Yeah,
he's all encompassed by this new creation. He's going to mass produce it. So Ricky Martin convinces the young apprentice to steal him and steal the book of inventions.
Yes, which he does, and then for the next 20 years, does it say or something?
I can't remember what it's 20 or 30 years, isn't
it? He steals all his ideas, releases them at Christmas, makes a fortune.
This is now Keegan Michael Key, the young apprentice.
Who is they grow up now, and we get Forrest Whitaker as
very mumbly. Forrest Whitaker,
very mumbly as Jam Sandwich Jangles.
He is notoriously mumbly, though. I mean,
no, but in a song that's got music in it, you need enunciation, don't you?
He wasn't very mumbly in Phone Booth.
He wasn't in
Phone
Booth.
That Star Wars one where he's half a tumble dryer. Yeah.
Don't question me on Phone Booth. He was in Phone Booth.
One of the 3 films Anthony's seen. He's added Phone Booth to his repertoire now.
Yeah. Finally, 2001's Phone Booth has finally got a new fan on its Facebook page.
90 minutes long, it's good.
And we know that's no merit of anything.
No, that's true.
And
he's still depressed now because his wife
dies.
His wife died when he was younger.
His daughter goes away to live with his sister or something.
His daughter was very smart, but because he was struggling with the depression of his wife disappearing and everything else, he sent her away and said it's better off if she lives either on her own or across country. I don't know where it's meant to be.
Wow, so like the refugees in the Second World War that we sent to the country. Huh.
Merry Christmas.
Wow.
Merry Christmas.
Parallels there, everyone. And then we skip.
He's a very depressed man.
We skip forward 23 years. Dronicus Jambalayas.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Get Reese. His shop is now a pawn shop. He repairs a cuckoo clock. There's an annoying kid called Einstein or something. Edison.
It's
Edison, who keeps hanging about. And he's in debt to the bank because they've lent him money to come up with a new invention, but he's not in the creative mood anymore. His daughter sends her daughter to go and see him. Is it?
Yeah.
You'll
find it later on why. But yeah, essentially at this point, it's
to get
his
to know
daughter,
him.
sends what would be his grandkid to go and.
In between this, there's a load of songs, but none of them are memorable.
No, there's a song with the post lady that goes nowhere fast.
Even the opening song isn't good. You think that's the one you got to get him in, you got to hook him with that.
A lot of shim sham dancing. That's about it.
And again, I thought maybe it isn't for me because it's modern music. But yeah, you do get Hugh Bonneville as the bank manager though, which was nice because Hugh Bonneville's pretty good value for money and everything. Paddington especially.
Yeah.
And then she
finds a robot.
It shows that she's equally as creative as Jeronicus was because they can see
numbers
stuff in the air, numbers and formulas and stuff in the air, and
that GIF,
which Forrest Whitaker can no longer see because he's very
depressed. His wife's dead.
So yeah,
they fixed this robot and they put this spark of life into him.
I'm remembering a lot more of this than I thought I would.
Yeah, the more you get into it, the sadder it becomes. And Buddy 3000, who I'm now just going to call Andre 3000 because it makes the film better if I imagine it's him, takes them on a series of adventures. It can fly.
You've got to believe, Joe.
Yeah, some horse shit like that. Who knows? Gustafsson has run out of ideas at this point.
So he's trying to perfect his invention.
He's trying to perfect his whirly-go-round. Ricky Martin is like, no, go back and steal more stuff off him. And he goes, okay. Yeah, he really is in this.
Oh, yeah, sorry, as well.
Did they then capture Andre 3000?
Yes, they see that it's working with the granddaughter Journey and Edison. So they steal Buddy 3000 and take him back to their workshop or their factory or whatever to try and show it off in front of other people. It doesn't work because they don't believe.
It's a Christmas miracle, yeah.
Yeah. Journey and Edison go
sneak into the factory to try and
steal it back.
They get caught.
They kind of get caught.
Yeah.
But not really.
And then at this point, I was like, Jambon Jangles needs to strap on a load of steampunk armor and go full Aliens 3.
He's slowly been coming round a little bit from his depressive state because he likes the granddaughter and he
sees some of himself in her.
Yeah. So he's slowly but surely coming round to being.
But he just goes in, gets them out. They steal Andre 3000 back.
There's a little bit more there. But
Is there?
They have the whole. He finally figures out what's
powering it.
He can now do the formula stuff in the air again, and that's what saves them because he works out how to get through the fan. And
I'm always a fan of a big spinny fan in films.
Yes.
So he saves the
Galaxy Quest. Yeah.
But Andre 3000 breaks in this process as they steal him away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he stops working. Yeah. They get him back. They fix him up. It turns out all you need is like clapping fairies in Peter Pan. You just need to believe.
Yeah.
Gustafsson goes to prison.
His daughter comes back.
Oh, yeah. Go on. You can do this bit then. Yeah.
His daughter, Forrest Whitaker's daughter comes back, who he's not seen for 20 odd years, whatever it is. It turns out that her daughter, so the granddaughter, sent a letter from either of them saying either I want to see your granddaughter or go and live with your granddad, whatever. So she manipulated to go and see to go and see Forrest Whitaker. God, it's confusing, this part. The daughter's come back, helps Forrest Whitaker to rebuild Andre 3000. It then works again because they believe.
All right.
Keegan-Michael Key comes in and says, that's mine. No, it's not. He gets arrested. Kiss and I don't know, I can't remember what the head of it was now.
While Gustafsson is in prison, Jambalaya Jangle sends him the part that he was waiting for. So he has now fixed his twirly go-around helicopter machine thing.
But that's not going to stop him from getting raped in the showers. So
I mean, it's a Christmas film, so keep it light.
No, liven this up.
And then they also mass produce. Is it the Ricky Martin dolls?
Ricky Martin, yeah.
Yeah, because Forrest Whitaker fixes it and just takes out the battery, essentially.
Now he's good. Now he's good, doll.
I was going to say, and now he's just unleashed this army of evil Spanish bastards on the world. But yeah.
The whole thing was told as a story, who we then find out at the end by the granddaughter. Again, I want to say Journey. Is that the name, Journey?
It is Journey, yes. But she's old now.
She's old, but Buddy the Elf, Andre 3000.
He's still pottering around. Yeah.
Hovering because times haven't changed.
Again, I can appreciate that it was really beautiful to look at, and it had obviously a lot of time and effort had gone into it.
The story was fine.
I could appreciate it for the first half hour. Once we get into the hour and 45 minutes and I've still got 20 minutes to go, I'm like, pretty can only take you so far, sweetheart.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a musical, I use that loosely. Because it wasn't for the second half.
That knocks
it would be much better.
Well, it knocks 20 minutes out the runtime for starters. If you take out the musical numbers and the tiptoe dancing, it's fine. And all of a sudden you've just got a generic Netflix film. I can deal with an hour and a half.
The acting was fine. The kid acting was fine. You had Keegan-Michael Key, Forrest Whitaker, Hugh Bonneville, as you said. They're all
Felicia Rashad. Yeah.
It's a failed musical. You can be as good as you want, but if every 10 minutes you've got an unmemorable song taking you completely out the action.
Spider-Man Turn Out the Light. Yeah.
Well, I said to you, Joe. I asked if it was based on like a stage play because the way it was set up and everything, it looked like that, and the dancing and everything looked like a stage play that they just changed for film, but no, it obviously wasn't. No.
Is it by the people who did La La Land? I've got a feeling it had some sort of pedigree behind it.
You're in charge of Craig facts.
Well, there's no Craig facts in this nonsense.
Not to my knowledge. The director and writer was nothing to do with it. No,
I'm just thinking
by
about
David E. Talbot. No
songs by John Debney. Nope, he works for Disney. So yeah, no, I must be getting confused with something else then.
Again, inoffensive, but for me, straight down the middle, 5.
Are you giving it 5? I think I'm with you on that one. It's a straight 5.
Well, I'm going to have to take it down because it's a 4.8 for me. This cannot be Satsuma.
Average of 4.9.
Just scrapes into the coal section.
Yeah, which is fair. It's not
again. There's the nugget of something great there, and I don't know whether it's just me not seeing it, but
it's just not good. It's just
yeah, it's fine. I will probably never watch this again.
Works on paper, in practice, nah.
I'm only giving it a 5 pure because the story was fine, and like I said, the acting was fine. It was just the musical.
If they re-edited it and cut out the songs,
it'd be higher.
I would probably watch it. Yeah.
Also, it doesn't really need to be at Christmas. It's not a Christmas film.
You're not going to watch a film.
I know,
like
but it's all snowy and like Dickensian, isn't it? Everyone's got big hats on and stuff.
That's the weather they had in those times.
yes. Anthony, who asked, when did Charles Dickens die today? As you thought he died in 1912.
No, I thought
after
he died a few years
watching
ago.
Oliver Twist. Yeah, that's about all I have to say about it. It could have been great.
End it there. In conclusion, that was Day 16, Jingle Jangle Johnson. Anything further to add before tomorrow's movie?
No.
A movie is a word.
Anything further, Father?
No, grand. Thanks, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Bye for now. Bye-bye.
I'm juggling one ball. I'm juggling no balls.